Hello, I'm Pastor Matthew Verhoeg from the Valley Alliance Church, and today we're going to look at a complicated passage from Luke chapter 12, verses 35 to 48 in only 3 minutes. In this section, Jesus is giving encouragement to his disciples to be ready for his return after his ascension into heaven. You also must be ready, for the Son of Man is coming at an hour you do not expect. After this, we have a picture of the final judgment. There are 4 different types of managers who will either receive blessing or punishment depending upon their management. As we read this, we should recognize that in designating these people as managers, Jesus is pointing out that the judgments are for those who are leaders in the church, pastors or elders, and not for Christians in general. The first manager is the wise manager, and Jesus calls him blessed. But the second manager, he says, "My master is delayed in coming," and begins to beat the male and female servants and to eat and drink and get drunk. The master of that servant will come on a day when he does not expect him, and in an hour he does not know, and will cut him in pieces and put him with the unfaithful. This is a picture of wicked church leadership. Those who abuse authority, and those who use their position for material gain. Churches need to stop lifting up leaders who have great gifts, but who abuse authority or use their positions for personal riches. Someone can be the greatest preacher in the world, but Jesus says if they're using their position to exalt themselves or to fulfill their appetites, they will literally have hell to pay. If you're following a leader who's flying around in a private jet, turn them off. Now, we have the next 2 leaders. Verse 47, "And that servant who knew his master's will, but did not get ready or act according to his will receive a severe beating. But the one who did not know and did what deserved a beating will receive a light beating." Now, we know teachers will be judged more strictly from James. We know that from Paul, every minister's work will be tested on the day of judgment, and some will be burned up. There will be judgment for unfaithful teachers. It will be more strict for those who have more knowledge and less so for those who are merely ignorant of God's commands. Yet they are not placed with the unfaithful. As Paul says, he himself will be saved, but only as through fire. This text is a stern warning for Christian leaders. They will be judged more strictly. But it's also a call for lay people to hold leaders accountable. After all, it's far better to get criticism from a person than to have to face the judgment of God.